You throw a little sweeter little needle.
That's it. Right there, she lost it. She
Oh shit!
jumped right back in.
Oh my gosh. We're live. Meet the Brave podcast, and I'm your host Monty Draper, and I'm with my co-host Poe and LG. What up, fellas?
What up? What up?
We got Lex in the building again.
What's up, Lex?
Hey, you got Player of the Week though, bro.
Yeah.
The videos had shit lit.
Yeah, they was with that.
Why does video change everything? Like,
Yeah, hella people got interested off the video though.
but it's like people.
You know what? Because I don't think people thought that it was official until they saw it. Like they thought we were just talking to air somewhere, bro. Like we were just voices in the clouds somewhere.
But no, you had to see like some of the DMs. Like shout out to AKA Frank. Like it's random people that listen to it that I wouldn't expect to be on podcasts.
That's what's up.
And Frank was like, "Bro, how the fuck did you get L on the mic?" Like, everybody that knows G is just like, "There's no way you got this nigga on the microphone."
Shout out to Frank.
No, that's real.
No,
I don't know how Money got me on the mic. So
I don't, bro. Nana goes, "Hey, you know I live from Mondays, right?" My sister said that shit.
That's love.
That shit had me hype. I was like, "Damn, are they really listening?" So now I feel obligated to like actually give some substance because I feel like we don't be talking about shit.
We do have weeks where we're just winging it. So. It's a matter of really putting together a docket and there actually being stuff that happens throughout the week. Because if nothing happens throughout the week,
oh, y'all in trouble,
boy. Yeah, you just allow us to come with some topics just out of thin air.
But we keep having to start on like somber ass notes and
because the world's nuts,
bruh. But it's what's crazy, like having the video and the audio and shit, like that first post about white supremacists being the largest terrorist organization, and then the fucking attack on the synagogue in Pittsburgh yesterday, 11 people confirmed dead. Like that's crazy. And they're gonna do a deep dive and say mental health and all this shit, but bruh has access to an assault rifle and it's 100% a hate crime. Like it's a focused hate crime, and they're not going to categorize it as such.
As a terrorist attack?
As a terrorist attack, because that's what it is.
All right.
So 100% what it is.
He was a gunman.
Well, when you kill that
Vegas, 100% a terrorist attack.
All right.
Yeah. And but immediately,
if you kill a body of people unannounced about anything, bro, then that's a terrorist attack. Hey, it was a left field terrorist attack, bro. Like there's nothing else that you could call it.
Nah, because and in the sad part, especially in America, like immediately, if it's a group of Muslims, if it's a group of black people in a church. If it's a group of Jewish people, if it's kids at a school, like there's this divide that happens that just doesn't. It's just these are people. So my immediately and from all of us, from everybody on the pod to those families in that city, man, our hearts go out to you and the entire Jewish community. Like it's I have zero desire to get into a space where because of each group's being oppressed at different times or at the same time, whatever, everybody has their history of oppression and being enslaved, being tortured, all these like catastrophic, like historic moments that are told and like, and almost made like Disney in a way now where people try to retell these stories. Like they're not doing it justice. But through these like torturous histories and shit comes this thing where we're not allowed to 100% empathize and grieve with and for our fellow men, and that shit's trash. Like these are people, these are our Jewish brothers and sisters that we 100% have to be there for, because we would want the same. You feel me?
Yeah, when we believe it's homebred, for some reason we're not allowed to grieve about it or talk about it. But when it's believed that it was outside soil that came onto our soil, then that's when we're allowed to come together.
We bleed blue and red, it's
like the September 11th stuff, regardless of what the true story is on that. That's the part that we were allowed to grieve as a nation
collectively.
But when it's something like, man, Columbine or something, kids at a school or inside of a church or synagogue and stuff like that, then this is some hush hush stuff.
Yeah, man. And we can't. I mean, I think I was wording that wrong because I'm dancing around like the true emotions behind it. But essentially, what happens is like immediately it goes, well, what about the pain and the suffering of the black people? Like these are 100%. All this shit is just sad. This just happened yesterday. So can we all get on one accord and equally be like, yo, stand in solidarity with this group of people that are of us? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to be lost in any way, and to be. I feel like it gets diminished because it'll get spread out. It'll get spread thin, where you got to be on this side. You got to pick a side, and I'm picking the side of humanity. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Right. At the end of the day, just the side of humanity. All those people, all those families that are affected, that entire community, that entire city, that entire state, and now for a larger discussion, again, white supremacy, terrorist attacks, gun control, it all fucking seems to go hand in hand, guys. Like,
have y'all seen that documentary on Netflix?
Which one?
90s?
Yes.
And did you see like when they did the little terror segment?
Mm-hmm.
And all those white people that did all that shit? I didn't see not one black person, Muslim. They try to throw Osama bin Laden in there. But it was just crazy to see all that shit going on.
The 90s, did you watch that, G? The CNN doc, it's on Netflix now, but all about the 90s. Mm-hmm. And they do a really good job of like transporting you back into that time where, because I mean, we were alive for it, but we weren't of age to like fully comprehend the way we would now. Yeah. Like if they went back and did 2000s, 2000, like we'd be more cognizant of a lot of things, but some of that shit was like, damn, like the whole Clinton run, like the waves that the Clinton administration went through of nobody fucking with them to everybody fucking with them to nobody fucking with them, like that. You tend to only remember him being very popular. The Monica Lewinsky thing happened. Everybody kind of forgetting about it.
Back then, that was about stepping out of your relationship. Yeah. Like now, bro, that's like that's
just a part of it.
On deaf ears, bro.
Nobody try to hear that. No, but you're right, Poe. The political portion of that is it? Does the political stuff start at like episode 3 or 4, maybe?
I think it's 3.
3, yeah. And then
three, might be 4.
They go through George Bush Sr. It is 3, yeah. They go through with George Bush Sr. in his race with Clinton. Mm-hmm. The whole scandal, but then his foreign policy and how that impacts us today, and a lot of the bills that got passed on behalf of trying to protect like foreign policy and the death penalty, how that shit impacts black people. It's
crazy.
That's just bugged out, man.
Hey, I mean, I know we're going way off topic, but isn't it crazy the sentiments of what in the politics of, I guess you can say the 80s too, because I started the 80s and we're talking about George Bush and shit Senior, and then the same sentiments with Bill Clinton. It's just like, hold on, they ringing the same bells that this nigga Trump is saying.
100%.
So what's different?
100%. It's just he's more egregious. He's in your face.
Right.
It's not masked by anything, and that I think that's the point. A lot of the people that just have a shitty way of articulating it. With Ye, I know Ross put it in a few raps, and then outside of rappers, other people have echoed that same sentiment where they're like, "No, grateful for this moment in time because now the veil is pulled off of how motherfuckers really feel."
Right.
And that it's delicate, and you have to articulate that, and you have to be clear. You have to have a level of clarity when you're explaining that. You can't just go, "Oh yeah, I'm glad for Trump," and then drop the mic. Then everybody's left confused.
Right.
The point is, this is a real representation about how they're actually operating in the branches of government, and where policy and all these things that actually affect the people trickle down. This is their thinking, and not until now has it been exposed and truthfully told. They've been able to to code it and to mask it and to bury it and to use just different words. Yeah. So people are just like, to the point where no one cares to do the work to go break it down. Trump's just keeping it a buck with niggas. Like, this is how we feel about y'all. This is the type of time we operating on and basically fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's something about that. And I don't know how everyone else feels, people, but when you live, when it's one thing to be minority in the Bay Area. Dog, when you move to Jackson County in Oregon, my nigga, and you're like 0-something% there of a particular ethnic group, the overt, you respect the overt racism on some twisted part of me respects those people being like, yo, fam, I don't really fuck with you. At least you're honest. But it's the weird part. It's coming back to the Bay where you think it's diverse. It's a bunch of liberals. And you feel that same energy. And you're like, wait. Something ain't right. Somebody's not being truthful here.
Yeah.
And it's people masking that energy and that hate for you here to be like the snake in the grass and to demoralize your whole movement from the inside out, as opposed to like letting you identify who they are, that them being an enemy, and you being able to prepare for them. They'll be able to sneak in, get buddy, pose as an ally, and then burn your whole shit down. Like that's what this is right now. Everyone's grouped up and moving a little bit smarter because we can all identify the common enemy because he's keeping it a buck about what type of time he's on. When for so long, Clinton administration, Hillary too, because a lot of those bills that she led the charge on are what we're having to try to go undo, especially in the judicial system, as it pertains to 3 strikes and all this crazy shit that people are still being affected by today. You know,
right? So that's what the whole election came down to, was that there wasn't a side that was actually for the community that you're talking about.
Let me say it again, G.
I said no. That's what.
There has never been a.
I mean, no. I'm talking about like Obama, yes, and that's just a matter of just the type of human being you can tell that he is, even though you could be held back by whatever policies or whatever amount of people inside of a cabinet that can hold you back from what you actually want to pull off. But this past the election that Trump was in, I mean, what side were you supposed to choose?
Exactly.
If both of them are poison.
Exactly. Exactly. That was the one thing that I didn't understand, where Cap, Ye, and a few other people were like, I ain't voting. And they got ridiculed for it. It was like, what you mean you didn't vote? And it's like, well, neither one of these candidates represents anything good. So in the vein of settling for the lesser evil, you'd have me go vote for the lesser evil.
Right.
And justify that in your mind somehow. And then to the point where you can get mad at me for just not going to do the deed. And where we all got to start being honest about is like voting on both a state and a county level and all that shit is very important. We all know that. We've identified that. Cool. But who really should be leading the charge? There should be a dramatic shift in Congress all the way through and through, and just an age demographic. People that are speaking, because really this shit is for 25 to 45. If we're being honest, who these laws and these bills actually impact are the youth, but there isn't a representation of it. So then, who tunes that shit out? 25 to 45. Ain't nobody like, what, bro? Nobody what? Till you paying taxes and you know what property tax looks like and all that shit. You really not tripping off of it, but you should be.
Right.
You know, it's bugged out because I wanna understand it. I wanna be more active, but it does really feel like this lost cause and like this hopeless thing where time and time again the numbers show one thing and the government can justify just doing the complete opposite. Like the electoral college versus the popular vote.
Right.
No one's still explained to me why that's how we operate. Everyone just accepted it and just, all right, it is what it is.
Right.
It's this hopeless ass thing where no one's looking, where they're not. The Constitution.
I'm about to say that's just like trying to change the Constitution.
Yeah,
the
Constitution should not still be what the Constitution. There should. That's why you do revisions and updates. That's why Apple and the software and shit updates the way it does, because they get market research. Go, oh, this isn't working. People don't do this. People don't fuck with this. There's a glitch here. This, and then they fix it. Do you know we haven't done that with the Constitution? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And everyone just has to keep going and be like, oh yeah, fam, we know that shit is outdated. We know this ain't right. We know we have more information now. We understand the brain better, the human emotional intelligence, oppression, all these different variables that determine how a human being sort of morphs or develops. Right. And then there's even still shit that we don't still quite understand, but we just lump it under some weird ass law that ruins a person's life forever.
Well, that adds to the whole mental health problem.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's an epidemic because our energy is moving in one direction, but we're still held back by something that's damn near prehistoric to us now, as far as like how we're moving as humanity.
That's how do you make? I mean, I know how we make peace with it. Just niggas just keep going, but collectively, like the hopelessness that comes with that, where you're like, nah, that's just what it is.
I think the only way, like, to besides, no, you can't make peace with it or whatever, but you just can't allow it to steer your life, man. Because what's happening is that you feel a certain type of way, and then you eventually you're gonna act on it because you've been suppressing it for so long, and that's where we get these,
and that's where we get mailbox fam.
We get this,
bruh. What? This nigga's mailing bombs to former presidents? Like what? Huh?
I ain't the first time. Niggas doing that in the 90s.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's repeating itself, but it's the same people doing it. It's the same people doing it.
People that's fed up with the government, tired of shit, and they feel like they gotta take matters in their own hands.
And shit's just gonna get rewritten different, and it's not gonna be treated as such. But it's the same group of people.
What was interesting about that was that we speak a lot about the head, so the head of the snake, without acknowledging the trickle effect of it, where we just got to call a spade, and it's creating a cult. Like I don't know if you've ever seen the show The Following, but the base of the premise of the whole thing was that there was an author that put certain points in his book that would connect with a certain part of your brain on if you were an actual follower of him.
Yeah.
So it allowed him to have people do things for him without actually saying it directly to you. I don't even know who you are, but if you have this kind of imbalance in your brain, then you're going to pick up on that and you're going to do it without me even having to say anything else to you. And I kind of feel like that's what we have with a lot of the tweets and a lot of the
I see where you're going.
Yeah, okay. a lot of the moments that we've been having where he doesn't have to tell people what to do.
He can just,
you're gonna pick up on it just in the type of energy that he's providing in his tweets and in his comments. Yeah, it's all negative. It's all like, it's I don't really know the word for it, but it's weird, man. It's just weird to me.
Do you think we would ever look back on history and say we appreciate Donald Trump for pulling back the veil?
No, you don't have to look back in history. You can say that right now.
But I'm not us, but I'm talking about just in general. Like somebody on the outside would say Donald Trump revealed all this underlying cults following, beliefs, hate.
I see what you're saying, because we can't say that.
Right.
You're wondering if somebody from the opposing side will acknowledge it finally. Yeah.
in the future.
If we have anybody left by then.
That's true.
Like, that group is large, bro.
That's true.
Nah, man, I don't know, Poe. I genuinely don't know. I hate we have to start our show like this.
And also, man,
and
also
I hate we start our shows
bro,
like
the
this.
laugh though that we just did was very eerie, bro, because that's the point that we're at. Like, it becomes so crazy that it's laughable.
You got dog. This shit's funny.
Man, when this nigga got elected, I text G saying laugh my ass off. These motherfuckers stupid.
Bruh, I knew what time it was. Like once the numbers start coming out to show that he had a chance is a win.
That's for sure. Win.
The chance, like, don't leave that door open.
That shit was funny. I might get killed in the comments, huh?
No, you're not.
I thought the election was funny as
I
fuck.
thought that shit was hilarious, bro.
That's crazy.
I thought that shit was hilarious. We're gonna get killed for it, but it's the truth. Like the SNL skit after the election when Dave Chappelle and the very first skit with Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, where they're the only two black dudes at the election party with all their white friends, and their white friends are like distraught. And they looking around like, oh, y'all didn't know America was fucked up. Oh, okay. That's the perfect depiction of how I felt personally, because it's like all my white friends calling, crying and shit. And I was like, oh, you thought I was lying to you when I told you this shit was fucked up. When I told you it was bad.
But it goes back to being oblivious, right? Like,
that's crazy.
We don't have the luxury of being oblivious.
Don't have the luxury of that. Head got to be on a swivel
all the time.
You got to know. You have to, dog. Gee, we just had one of my white friends this week talking about the shit that I just have to know. It's like, yo, why you read and consume so much? Because I got to know this shit. Because I have to know it. Because it literally could mean the difference of life and death. Sure. And I think people think we're being, or we're exaggerating, but I don't know about y'all. That's how I feel when I'm preparing for the week or just preparing to be outside. Like, just alert. My shit be on my spidey senses, bro. I'll be like, okay.
Right. Gotta be.
Man, let's stop meeting like this, man. Because I missed y'all. But now it's hella somber.
Yes, world, stop meeting like this, man. We need y'all to chill out for a few weeks.
We gotta stop meeting like this, fellas.
Chill out for a few weeks, man. Like, get us into 2019.
All right. All this sad shit is out, man. Can we get the new music? That's all I wanted to talk to y'all about. I had an awesome fucking, outside of the sad shit, I had a really great, like, 3-4 days.
Okay. Did you?
New music.
All right.
No, you're not. No, not for you.
What was new out there that you enjoyed?
I'm going to start.
Oh shit.
No. It's good. Okay. It's great.
Okay.
With Mick Jenkins.
I didn't even listen to
I didn't get a chance to get to Mick yet.
Lex, please tell me you listen. Okay, my man. Somebody. Pieces of a Man.
I'm definitely a fan of Mick, but I haven't got
dropped shit in a minute though, huh?
No, he just did. The album is a year and a half old, 2 years. It ain't been 2 years since Mick dropped, has it? A year. Yeah, he dropped quick. Mick stayed busy. But this shit, Pieces of a Man. Hey.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah. It's gonna get you right there. You gonna be like, okay. But I was just texting Raj about. Shout out to Raj. I was just texting Raj about it on my way here. Cause to me, Raj, Mick, and there's a few others that do it, but I don't know if they do it quite as well as those two, where the current state of affairs on like a 20-something black dude that's in the middle of the shit, like the shit that he'll deal with. He's not removed from it. He's on the scene. He's aware of it. Offering insight to that and perspective to that could be really dense. Mick and Raj are the ones that make it palatable and like accessible and fun and bright. And this album, in terms of what he's talking about, is hella dense, but it's just hella fun. And how I correlate something that's successful is if it's that dope and you could play around some chicks and not feel like you boom bapping them out.
Right.
It's like, nah, it's still gonna be a good time. It's still gonna be a good time, and it's gonna be a vibe. You know, you might some sip on, some smoke, and Mick playing it like that's a win when you can pull that off as an artist that's saying some shit. Yeah. That's a win. Sir did that with his shit. Mick just did it with his. Like it's not an easy thing to do, because you feel like Drake. If you take the best of Drake, he has those ones where he actually saying some shit, but you could play it around a room full of chicks and not feel guilty at all, you know? But then there's some shit you like, man, I don't want to consume this right now. So you feel like it always falls short on some level. Mick shit is like, and obviously he's not as big as Drake, but the music is fucking fire, bro. Like from beginning to end, it's like, is it 17, 18 joints? Something like that. It's a lot of songs. But the story and the musicality of it and the fearlessness of it and the specificity, like he's when you carve out your own lane, bruh. Hey, the sky is literally the limit for you. I'm just talking from a music perspective, like the rapping, the melody, the choices of beats. Like I don't know, that shit was special to me. That's why I wanted to come in. I was just so charged about it. That's what I've been listening to, and I think the subject matter resonates for me right now too. More importantly, which is why I'm so hype about it. So shout out Mick for putting his foot in that shit. So
definitely.
Take a listen and see what you're thinking about.
No, I listen. I feel with Mick. I just haven't had a chance to get to his project.
What else? Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. So we had that conversation about Migos solo shit, right? Mm-hmm. Twitter killed Quavo for no reason because that Quavo shit, Honcho is hard.
Yeah, like, I went back this past week.
That shit is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was cool, but now it's like, oh, it's better.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
We got to give that Migos Quavo solo shit ages well and then grows on you in a dope way.
Why though? Why does music do that nowadays? Like,
well, no, music has always done that, but because there's Twitter,
we make a decision a lot quicker.
And you don't have to,
right.
Bro. That album went out for 20 minutes, and Twitter was like, "Yo, this shit is trash." Right. That's not how it works. Yeah. You got to go catch a vibe. You got to go ride your bike, nigga. You got to be in the whip. You got to be in the gym. Like you got to process.
You know how hard it is to consume something when somebody's telling you that it's already opposite of what? Not even opposite. They already giving you. They giving you
what they think.
They made a meme about that nigga shit.
Yeah.
With Shannon
I
Sharp.
did
in
believe
20 minutes, bro. Like
saying skip. That's how you
in 20 minutes.
No, I rocked with it, but I did feel that the best part about that album was the artwork. But that the album was good. It was good.
It's just what it's supposed to be.
It was exactly what it's supposed to be. It's what you should expect from Quavo.
But I brought that up though, G, because
I know Takeoff.
Okay, you okay. Just wanted to make sure, niggas.
Yeah, no, we gonna get the Takeoff.
Niggas. I want to make because we said
Takeoff was a moment.
We said it here. We said damn near might be the best one in the group.
Takeoff was a moment,
and his single came out, my nigga.
He came out tough.
He came out swinging, bro. When he switched up the voice, went monotone on niggas, I was like, wait, what? To me, it felt like he was trying to prove a point. Like, I want to show y'all I can rap with clarity. It's bars, but then let me get back to the shit. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick 8, and then I'm back to the shit.
And it also feels that Takeoff might be like the person behind the whole sound of Migos.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like the ad libs and also just like how the flow is. Yeah. I feel like they play off of each other really well.
Yeah.
But
you feel like he might be the wave?
Yeah, I think he might actually be the wave. He just doesn't care to be like the front man like Quavo would.
Got you.
Like Quavo really likes the spotlight.
Got you. I see that. When Offset like rejoined the group and like got out and shit and was like back in the fold. Because for so long it was just Quavo and Takeoff. Mm-hmm. Offset really stood out in terms of just like rhyme pattern. He reminded me of like Crazy Bone or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like his flow, and just sprinkling in melody.
Yeah, that's nice.
And not hitting you with melody the whole verse, but he'll just give it to you in the middle of his shit. You be like, wait, what the fuck? And it'd be hella tasteful. But now that you say that, when hearing Quavo by itself, now hearing Offset by itself, the ad-libs and shit are still, everything is still really tight. The melodies and shit are still really tight. But I think to G's point, Takeoff Dolo, everything stands out. Man. And it's like, just,
it was powerful. It was just like, it was a really, really knowing your sound and how to play around
how to use
with
it. Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's a lot more to that he's gonna unveil for at least the project coming.
And the choice and the other thing, because I watched the video first before listening to the song by itself. So the choice of the beat selection was stood out to me. I was super surprised by that.
Yeah.
But then the video, how tasteful it was, and I don't know, just weird fly shit to me. I don't know. I that shit is dope. So the fencing and the cat on the leash and the cinematography and the lighting and I think just from
got a video for it.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I
saw the video first.
I saw the video before I heard the song and was like, okay, this gonna be a moment right here. What other?
That's what we was waiting for.
It was hella new. Oh nigga, y'all not gonna roast me, but y'all are. How the fuck is Raz B making music in 2018?
Who?
Yeah, Raz B.
Yes, who?
Yes, but wait. There's more.
I ain't got you, money.
There's more.
I ain't got it.
Guess who's on the song with him?
Lil Fizz?
No, nigga, even crazier.
Ray J?
Hell no, Ray J the GOAT. Don't ever disrespect Ray J like that, bro.
Ray J be having some crazy features, and then that shit be
No,
classic.
the Eastside Boys.
Oh my God.
No, not y'all think y'all missing it. Not Lil Jon and the Eastside Boys.
Okay.
It's just the Eastside Boys, nigga. I didn't know they without Lil Jon. I didn't know they did shit. So I saw Raz B and the Eastside Boys, and I was like, "Is it a new group, the Eastside Boys?" No, nigga, it's the Eastside Boys that used to be with Lil Jon.
Okay.
Where'd you find this single at? Where'd you find this track?
Bro, you asked me.
Where did that
questions.
come from?
I can't give away my sources.
It's only physical copies, huh?
That shit is on the internet, bro.
In Berkeley.
Who goes to get, bro? Who goes to get the Eastside Boys as a feature?
Raz B,
man. That's impressive.
Wait, what?
Do they produce or something?
I don't. Now
They must produce.
Now I feel ignorant
I think
because
Raz B produces.
No, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I feel ignorant as fuck because the whole time I thought they just did the ad libs for John. I thought John made all the beats, but maybe they was making beats and doing the ad libs.
I'm trying to remember what ad lib did they ever do.
Nah, you know they ad libs when you hear them.
Okay.
The Eastside Boys though, this bothers no one
Was
but
it
me.
a rap? Or
No,
he singing?
he's singing
What
I
they
ain't got
doing?
it.
ad libs.
What type of ad libs are they doing?
Eastside Boys, hey.
Bro.
On life.
Where'd you find us at, money?
Gee, I be on the internet.
Like, what made you even click on that?
Because if you see a headline that says Raz B and the Eastside Boys, nigga, I gotta hear what
I'm
this
not
sounds
clicking
like.
on nobody name that says Raz.
What that sound? What that
So
sound?
that
What
says something about
sound
me?
like? Did it sound updated?
No, nigga, this sound like confusion.
sound like it was a
yeah,
phone
it
that
sound
was
like it read.
You
Like
gotta play it now, cuz. I know it's in your email.
that shit sound like Raz B and Eastside Boys. Right,
Because I did hear a
Y'all talk
Chingy
Wi-Fi.
single recently, and that
you did
that
not
was
hear no
who's
Chingy
a
single.
Chingy.
Now you making
you
shit up, G.
lying.
No, I'm not.
Where you hear a Chingy single at
Bro,
in 2018?
I saw the video.
First of
Seen the
all,
visual.
yeah.
It
What does
was
a
a visual.
Chingy visual look like today?
Oh, it looked hey.
You still
what?
wearing hats and
Let me
bandanas?
pull this up, man. Cause y'all gonna have to see this shit.
Where y'all finding these old ass artists at?
I don't even know where I came across that one, but I just happened to be on the little timeline and saw Chingy.
Hey, this not to be funny, but didn't Raz B say he got raped?
Bro,
By
no,
that
we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna
But
do that.
he was wilding though, right?
I don't know. I
He was wilding for a second. He was making them videos on World Star, right?
See,
And he got on video
bruh,
with the bloodshot
But
eyes.
I didn't. Who dreamed some shit like this? Because now I can't find it. Now niggas gonna be like, you made these up.
All right, so now we know who Money really want to hear together.
Email, money. He sent it to you.
Hey, somebody get Raz B and Eastside Boys together, man, for a track. Money want them.
Bro, there's no way I would make that shit up. I promise y'all. This is crazy.
All right, on
Lex, so you didn't see this either?
Never even heard of it.
Money was the only one, boy.
Oh my god. Oh, see, I found it. Look,
You know.
All right, I'm not even gonna find this.
Yeah, please don't do that. I don't need two in one day.
you don't need to be subjected to it
Enough of
twice. I'm gonna have
Cause
to cut that
I
shit
see what
Nah,
you're
but
trying to do.
you know, that was horrible.
So now you feel some type of way.
on, bro.
So are you judging me for clicking on it?
I need
I'm pretty mad at you for clicking on that.
Gee,
if you even giving it a fair try, like trial
if
of a
you
look.
see Raz B and the Eastside Boys, you're not clicking on that.
That's not on the front page.
See, that's what. Just out of pure curiosity.
Money, you did not find that song on like the front most popular music. Click.
Yeah,
No. It was a headline. No, I didn't dig for that. I didn't dig for that.
Dug
I didn't
in
dig for that.
SoundCloud.
That was in the body.
No, bro, I didn't dig. See, never mind. Because now y'all gonna try to roast me. Like who goes to look for that? On my brain.
No, I wouldn't say you was looking for it, but it was gonna find you. the amount of looking you was doing for whatever you was looking for, it was gonna find you.
I was looking for shit to talk about.
I'm sure.
That's how you find. That's how you
find that type of shit. Because ain't nobody looking for that now.
Nuts.
Nah, but on some actual like some good music because that was bad, bro.
I feel hella bad because I talked about that after.
I do want to acknowledge Jesse Reyes' project, man.
Oh, shit,
I do want to acknowledge that, man.
Yeah. What?
Being human in public, man. That was a hell of a project, and that's what I was for sure waiting for that to drop because there was a stream of singles that she kept dropping that was on point for each one.
What?
So
Who
I
she
didn't know
signed
what
to?
that was gonna go to, huh?
Who she signed to?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Did you hear it, Poe?
I don't know who the fuck Jesse Reyes is.
Oh, you didn't listen to the M shit.
I did. Oh no, I didn't.
But she got other stuff though. Like she got the Kiddo EP too. So she got some stuff out there. She got 2 projects out there that's definitely fire.
I want to know because she's fire.
Yeah, but what I got from her sound and like what she's trying to do or whatever, or what she is doing, I just overall just got legend from it, bro. Like off top,
you giving her a legend card?
I'm giving her legend, bro. Like she's gonna be nice. Shit, she's already nice, but she's gonna continue to be nice.
Okay.
Like what I get from her is the sound that you get from like Amy Winehouse. I heard a lot of Amy Winehouse, especially in this project that she just did. Most of her songs kind of had that kind of type of feel to it. It's not the same subject matter, but it is that type of raw subject matter that you're giving people to.
It's raw subject matter, and then it's the tone of voice too.
The tone of voice too, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like just carving out your own space. Like a lot of people, and because we're in a wave right now where it's way more lucrative and like beneficial, and it'll sort of fast track you if you sound like someone. Labels, A&Rs, bookers, tour managers, and shit. Like their favorite question to ask you as an artist is like, who do you sound like?
I believe that.
The whole point is not to sound like nobody, but if you don't know who you sound like, then they kind of judge you in this weird ass way. So that's what when we were talking about Mick earlier, where he kind of has his own pocket, like his own style. Like he can do the melodic shit, but he could also rap his ass off. But then he finds this weird ass pocket where Jesse does the same thing. It's just pure talent, but it's a pocket that no one else has.
Bro, she's a leader in the field because I don't see her following anybody else's situation. Like she's literally doing what she wants, and I don't know like the type of support that she's receiving. It's a lot because she's reaching a lot of ears.
Yeah,
but I think that's off the strength of how much she understands her style, her sound, and what she wants to convey,
what she wants to do. Yeah,
what she wants to convey to the public. So I just wanted to acknowledge that because that was a hell of a project. I got that. She has a Spanish song on there that's very eerily close to like a Selena type of song.
Yeah,
bro, that song, bro, it's no bullshit. It's a great, like a beautiful song, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you were just to listen to that shit, it's a great song, bro.
No,
it's called like Sola.
Right now, it'd be Jesse Reyes, SZA, her, 070 Shake, No Name, even though No Name's rapping most of the time. Sid, oh shit, Sid would be leader of the pack, style wise, and just finding just being, because it makes sense. Like there's this sound that everyone chases, and it works. Tinashe, Kalani, like all of them, like they fit this pocket.
Tinashe did not work.
She's still out there though. Like she's still doing shit. But I'm just saying.
Bro, that's because the person that she's fooling with is out there.
I don't know who you're talking about.
No, not like who she's with, but like I'm talking about who believes in her. Is like what's his name?
Who?
Hitmaker.
Oh, Berg.
So she's gonna always be like in a favorable light somewhere.
Now, question though. We already did the rebrand shit with Berg, right? So we're all in agreement on that. If Berg came back with a single right now,
no. Like Joe Budden, bro, you better know your space, bro. Know your space that you in right now.
So y'all don't want a new Berg song.
Bro, can you stop taking what's working and trying to just like fuck it all up, bro? Like just throw that shit all the way around.
So y'all don't want a new Berg joint.
Nah. I don't care what on this one. Fake. On this one, I don't care what your passion project really is.
Y'all fake. Y'all so fake. How y'all not gonna fuck with Berg? He come back as Hitmaker. Everybody love the shit he making. But now my man can't make a song.
Because
it's a different field.
The niggas rushing to go get Raz B new single.
It's a different field.
Boys.
I didn't rush to get that single, bro. It popped up on my feed.
What feed are you in?
Hey, no BS. Monty, you're very, very hip hop, man. Like
that's not hip hop.
I gotta give you. Boys? I'm just saying, like the fact that you even clicked on that, like you found that, you clicked on it.
Raz.
We can only appreciate you for that, bro. But I'm not that far in.
But wait, Lex said he would have just for the sake.
Lex, you too, then, man. Go ahead. But I'm not clicking on no.
That'd be a big ass headline for you to click on.
No, my nigga, it was. I genuinely would like scroll past it and went like, wait, what? Raz B and the Eastside Boys?
You niggas gonna double take that shit if you just what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it just caught me off guard.
Ain't nothing about that about to go on my airwaves, bro. Like I don't know where. I don't even know where that was sit.
Just
like where is that gonna go? It's all going on my phone.
Pure curiosity, G. Like I was just curious. Cause it said Eastside Boys with no Lil Jon. Who? What? When have you ever how did Eastside Boys get to do shit without Lil Jon? I never heard that before.
See, I wouldn't even put it together that it was the Eastside Boys that was Lil Jon. I would have just been like, this is some new Eastside Boys. Eastside Boys. I don't want to know nothing about this.
Well, that's what I thought. And so I clicked it just to be proven.
And that curiosity is your hip hop to the core, bro. I got you, man. But I can't go that far.
Because that's where it stops. So you're like, nah,
yeah,
fam, I don't care that bad.
Nah. But I'm glad you did though, man, because that was a laugh.
No, we do we want to talk about
one more thing about music though? I don't know if we was about to get off that.
We
topic.
forgot hella people too. It's hella albums came out this week.
But I did want to also acknowledge, bro, how far ahead Cardi B and her team is. From
so
like,
tell me more.
I just want to like as far as like the I don't know if you want to categorize it in the women's space or you just want to categorize it in the sound of today. How far ahead they are on the post of just knowing what works for pop appeal and without giving up much to any of yourself. Like she has to give up a lot publicly now on how she interacts and how she acts in her day to day when she's outside. So when she's not on a track. But as far as on a track, she doesn't have to compromise herself whatsoever. So it just kind of flows. It works. I would say her music does, because listen to the song that she just dropped.
The new one that just dropped, yeah.
Yeah, the song that she just dropped, Money. I hear that song and I'm listening. I'm like, okay, this will definitely work in the mass appeal. Mm-hmm. This is everybody's ears. This works on everybody's ears here. Mm-hmm. And she's talking and she's still conducting herself as herself. With her subject matter is still the same on what she wants to say. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, but my head immediately goes over to Nicki Minaj's project for some reason. Mm-hmm. And I just felt like a lot of stuff that she was saying or the song choices that she was picking, it wasn't firing. And the reason why it wasn't firing is because I don't know if she needs to get a new team.
Well, answer this for me. Everybody in the room, Lex, you too. Because I end up doing it every week. I don't want to talk about Joe's podcast, but they had a really great argument on Wednesday about the Biggie and Jay shit, where it's like it took Big a month to write his Brooklyn's Finest shit, where Jay just laid it in the studio that day. So do you judge one or the other, or does that change how you judge the final income of the record? And the room was split essentially, where it was like, yeah, I'm judging niggas if it took them a month to write his shit, and everybody, and the other half was like, nah, I just want the final outcome to be dope. And I genuinely see both sides. So with Nicki and Cardi, you just said it. Shout out to Cardi's team. Is that an indictment of Nicki not being able to secure a team? Or is that the true mark of an artist doing everything versus having writers and shit like that? And I'm not knocking either one. I'm genuinely asking for the sake of conversation, because I respect both sides, and that might be pussy of me, like, not to choose, but I get it. Like it's Michael Jackson and Prince. Like Mike was smart enough to go get writers. Prince was like, I'm gonna do the shit myself. So in that regard, Prince's output is higher because he's experimenting, where Mike is going to get the formula. Yeah. And we know what the formula is, nigga. We not going away from it. So we gonna hit every time, where Prince is gonna throw some shit out. It's gonna be a massive hit, and then it's gonna be some shit that don't nobody fuck with. It's gonna be a hit, don't fuck with it. Hit, don't fuck with it. Where Mike, every time out, we fuck with it. And that's kind of what we're seeing with Nicki and Cardi, where Nicki, damn, we fuck with that. We don't like this so much. Cardi, every time out, we fucking with it. And is it just schools of thought, or is it right and wrong? I don't know. I'm asking y'all, because I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Because Cardi, I'm with you, G, just from an outsider's perspective, watching it and being a fan of it, they seem to have it dialed in and seem to be an unstoppable force. Right. And I respect the shit out of that. But then there's something about, I can't jump off the Nicki wagon just because I think she's so fucking talented. Right. And we've seen those people over and over again, that the talent still doesn't bring it all the way home. Like you still have a tendency to get in your own way. And so I don't know what the answer to that is. Do you guys have anything? No?
Yeah. Not really. I mean, like you said, it's easier when you got writers or a team of people that's keeping up with what's trending or what's moving the masses. But
I don't know if it's easier. I just know it's a formula where it lessens the error, the room for error. You know,
right? That's what I'm saying. It's easier than having to be the artist and you're doing everything. Yeah. You know? I mean, unless you're that talented, so we can balance it all.
But is that?
Is there everything, or are we talking about writing your own stuff? Because I think she's writing. I'm gonna say that she's doing like everything though. I feel like we're talking about a realm where you have access to so many things. So the fact that you're not utilizing your access, I can't say is
it's smart.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that that's something that I can side with on the reason why your output is so mediocre.
So what isn't Nicki utilizing?
Tell you the truth, I think what would hurt at least her a lot had to be that whatever issues was going on inside that camp. Cause I think hers.
You think she got hurt from the Cash Money shit?
I think she really way more than a Drake would. I don't think Drake is really out here enough to really pay attention to that too much. For it to really affect his team that he has together. But I think she pulls a lot from the creativity of, like, say, a Wayne, because I feel like Wayne almost was like a builder. Like it's like it's kind of like a Build-A-Bear shop where Wayne kind of built this person. And like the sound of this person, and then like to not have that person in the right space. Yeah. Can really affect the outside product, because, tell you the truth, I mean, it was as if she didn't skip a beat being on Wayne's project. And Wayne also saying that wasn't one of the old projects. That was
one of the newer songs, yeah.
So that was telling to me that she actually has the capacity to do it.
Right.
Well,
it's just the space that she's in.
Back to your original point though, G. Who is this? It so because we got to nail something down because I don't want to walk away from this.
Yeah.
Being like I see both sides. Is this an indictment? Is this an indictment of the creativity? Where Cardi can openly have all this assistance and we accept it all because they always deliver, or is it an indictment of Nicki because she can't seem to assemble a team like that? I just want to settle on one because that is where it is black and white. Because just from the state of how you're moving, we should be able to.
Then I won't put it on the team. I won't put it on Cardi's side as far as the team. That's how you're supposed to move.
That's how you're supposed to move.
So
okay.
I'm gonna put it on the other side.
Okay.
Are we gonna talk about transparency as well though? Because think about it. Cardi, like, yeah, I got a writer, like, and I make the records y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear me, and I'll put it out. And Nicki is like, she doesn't give us that much substance. In
fairness though, because now we're talking. At least for me, because it might not even be any cause to get that deep. Mm-hmm. We're talking about eras and like times. So Cardi identifies as a reality star first, mm-hmm. and just kind of stumble into the music shit second, you know. But just happen to be just so happening to be really, really great at it, mm-hmm. and then getting really dope writers and producers. Mm-hmm. So Nicki's from a time where maybe let's say for argument's sake, Safari was helping with some of those songs.
Right. I think he was.
Hey, me personally,
the lyrics definitely work a lot more for Nicki than it does for Safari.
me personally,
Safari can't say the exact same things that he's been trying to say.
Exactly.
But it definitely works for Nicki.
If Nicki comes out and say that, I go, damn, that's dope. Because now
is that not an indictment that she hasn't admitted that?
We don't know that though.
Transparency.
We don't know. That's what Poe's getting at with the transparency part. We don't know that though.
Right.
We don't know that man was helping with her, and I don't want to diminish a woman's work to say it only is dope because a nigga was helping.
He could have just been bringing influence though. He could have been like, hey.
That was the thing I was gonna say. Does Nicki have her Mac main? Somebody tell her, like, fuck with this shit.
Yeah. Maybe that's what Safari was.
And I yeah, exactly. I think she's outgrown all of that stuff where at this point there's nothing but yeses, unfortunately.
Right.
And that's when you're really
more
doing
susceptible.
You're doing yourself a disservice when you have nothing but yeses. And I think that's what she got.
So we can. I think we've settled on it. Like this is more of an indictment of where she's at right now. Not
and I hate pitting them up against each other, but I just had to say that in the first place because
now we're those guys.
How hard that track is.
We've become the sexist podcast that pits women of color against each other.
I mean, if it makes anybody feel any better, I do it to guys too.
Yeah.
So everybody get equal opportunity to my criticism.
Did y'all listen to Juice WRLD and Future's mixtape?
Not a fucking chance.
No.
Oh shit.
I can't get behind Juice WRLD for some reason, and you know why? Actually,
like
I just thought about it. Huh?
Sound like Lil Uzi Vert much?
Also, because I mean, it's out of my realm. It's for, I would say it's for children that's dealing with their demons out loud, but utilizing drugs in order to get to those
that strengthen those motherfucking demons.
Man, because
it seems so counterproductive.
Everything that my man is saying is I can pinpoint what your problem is and how to fix it. I can't go back in my timeline to listen to somebody be in that space when I know the answer to that question.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're talking about this in every single song.
Every
and all
song.
You did was enlist Future, who is never going to talk about any of his problems.
Right.
So I can't really, I can't get behind that project.
Well, the reason why I brought it up is because the feature with Nicki, I think it's the maybe second to last track or maybe the last track. In one of her bars, she says that she stops bags. I didn't know if y'all caught that or not. So
I didn't listen to it, but that's an admission right there. That's an admission.
Like, how do y'all feel about that? Everybody's saying it.
That I can't get behind. You stopping another person's money.
That I believe to the T.
That you stopping another person's money is indefensible to me. It's indefensible. It's because it's like I know street niggas that got like real like nigga when I see you I'm gonna kill you type beef that would never stop anybody's money. Right. Cause this is not. That's where you don't go. Like oh yeah I'm gonna cut his bread off. Huh? Now you gotta die.
That's where it goes to. You stop people from eating. That's when it turns to savages.
Right. Yeah, no, that's when you have there's no longer civilization. I mean that's a big issue.
We don't have a lot, but fuck it. There's no way to set it up.
I'm gonna do my usual step out real quick.
Well, no, we're gonna wait till you come back because this is your conversation here. So, I don't even know how to set it up.
What's the were we gonna say the topic at hand? Or?
Yeah, Triple X, the confession coming out.
Oh, you know
the not the confession. I don't even want to say it like that. The audio coming out.
Yeah. See, I didn't even listen to it. Like I
did like a dummy.
Briefly, I seen it.
I feel so stupid when I do that.
I was like,
shit.
I'm not about to entertain this.
Why I do it like y'all laughing at me for that Raspberry shit, but that's literally how my brain works. I go, I gotta hear it now.
Bro, yeah. See, I would see something like that and be like, I'm not about to waste my time.
See, that's why niggas need a job because you wouldn't do that if you had a job. Like I don't have a fucking job, so I do stupid shit like
research, so you have to.
I don't have to market research with a Raspberry song, bro.
Bro, you might have a bar in there. You got a Raspberry bar.
See, and that's my thing. Like, I don't want that. The internet has gotten me because I'm the nigga that always feels like I'm gonna miss something now, and this is not true. Turn your phone off. So that's how you get roped into listening to a Raspberry and an Eastside Boyz song. That's exactly how that happens. G, we're talking about the Triple X audio coming leaking.
Okay.
Did you listen to that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
G, listen to it?
Poe, you didn't listen to it
At all.
What you just?
I listened to parts of it.
You didn't listen to the whole thing. It's like 27 minutes.
That was a lot of time.
What?
I was like, I can't sit through the 27
Like
minutes.
at the police station or something?
No, nigga, it's this is the part that this is because
it was from
one of his partners, bro.
Yeah.
Recorded him?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And leaked it now.
That's fucked up.
For a check.
For sure, for a check.
So,
That's crazy.
couple of questions.
Yeah.
How much of an indictment of the era or the now is that? Where we saw it with D'Angelo Williams, or is it D'Angelo Russell? Excuse me.
Yeah. Who doesn't have a name still?
Who doesn't? The audio recording of your folks.
He still doesn't have a name. I'm sorry.
We don't talk about him.
We gonna X that one out.
We gonna edit. We gonna bleep that.
Gonna get edited out.
That's why I said Williams because no respect over here, bro.
That name is gone, bro.
Like
that's crazy. I still don't believe that shit.
Bro, that's
what were you
nuts.
trying to do? What was the goal?
just game goofy with too many gadgets. That's how that shit happens.
But didn't he posted it on Twitter or he sent it to her?
No, he posted it.
Yeah, he posted it.
I think it was already in his timeline. Like I think it was like I don't know if it was Snapchat or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was Twitter though.
I
think he posted the video.
But back to
doesn't matter.
Yeah, back to the X situation.
Yeah.
The audio comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Fans and a lot of people that are riding for X will say, "Hey man, we don't know what he's talking about." Sorry, man. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yet and still, here I am, gonna ride for privacy. I'm not. This isn't me advocating for any of the shit. This is me advocating solely for privacy. Your man from the Clippers, the owner before
Sterling.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't really give a fuck what he was saying. I don't care.
Right.
He was in the privacy of his own home talking to his side bitch. Hey, you got it, man. That's me though.
Yeah.
That's none of my fucking business. Yet and still, there's motherfuckers all around you recording shit all the time. I think we just raised different. Like
T.I. just got that. Well, they're dealing with that from when they were recording him through the door. When his man was recording him through the door when he was slapping the girls.
But it's your, these are your people though.
That's
like me recording y'all and then putting it up. Like, you know how much? Never mind. What,
bro? It's just, man, the amount of stuff that people want to get a like for, bro, is nuts.
Who's liking you after that though?
No, I'm talking about online. Online likes that, but it ain't nobody like directs, like, you know how people cut you off from stuff like that.
No, but that's the thing. They don't
cut you.
They not cutting people.
Well, I mean,
off.
people should cut you off from that
because everybody's still engaged in doing it, and it's like, oh, like immediately put like, yeah, it's moments, it's having fun, but some incriminating shit, especially if you know if you somewhere and doing shit you're not supposed to be doing. Why is your camera out?
What if he was trying to blackmail my mans? Like, what if he was like, I'm holding this?
Even
I mean,
worse.
that's another. That's
even worse.
Yeah, that's another part of it.
That's what happened with Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
His man's that he was in.
It's one of his folks. Yeah. And you know the fucked up part is, you know what comedian that was? G, it's bruh from he was in Fat Beach.
The fat one or the other one?
No, not one of the main characters. He was just an extra in Fat Beach.
Okay.
That's because I was trying to remember where I remember bruh's face from.
He was at the beginning of Kevin Hart's stand-up series. Let me explain.
Somebody you given an opportunity to, a chance to, is thinking that far, is that desperate in these times to record you. But see, that's where I respect niggas gangster. It was like, yo, baby just gonna have to leave me because I'm not getting blackmail, bro. It ain't never worth it. Right. But that's with secrets and shit. You may as well just come out with it. Right. You may as well just tell it yourself, because somebody's gonna come back like that and try to blackmail you and hold it against you. I don't have energy for that, bro. Right. Like, you got it, you got it. And I promise y'all gonna roast me. Some of this shit come out. Oh well, what's a laugh? What's a laugh? Monty a wild nigga, man. What you gonna say? I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. But I'm not going down like that.
Yeah, folks don't be thinking in the moment, man.
They do be thinking in the moment. G, that was your man. Your man's he thought that out. We're talking about the Kevin Hart shit now.
Oh no, man.
Just because of how the camera was angled. Have y'all watched that video?
I watched partially.
Kev was in there wilding.
He was having a great time.
He was in there.
No cares in the world.
And see, I think that was the most egregious part too, like where he tried to go talk to his wife. And there was nothing he could say because on the look of the video, he was having the time of his life. Kicking it. Big kicking it though. It's like, damn, I can't even be mad at you, bro. He was in there. That nigga was in there smiling. He was in there dancing, bro. Like, that's how you know niggas was having a good time.
Good old time, man.
Yeah, but
when you on top of the world and everything is moving in your direction,
bro. The fucked up part is though, niggas is trying to act like they ain't never been in that situation, like doing some shit you ain't supposed to be doing. So you fully commit to the fuckery and had the time of your life.
I don't know what you talk about.
Oh, okay. I'm the only one. All right, bet. G, you going quiet on me too?
Men are the loyalest creatures walking the earth.
You, Carlos, and Charlamagne can go to hell with that.
But that's what
y'all miss me with that shit. I hate them. I hate them posts. I hate them fucking posts.
That should be hella funny. But the XXX though, I mean, wasn't we talking about this? Like there's no lines anymore. There's no lines. Lines are blurred. They're not even blurred.
Everybody fair game. That's where we at.
Man, that's just crazy to think about. That man can't rest in peace at all.
Nah, ain't no such thing.
Not anymore.
We could say it, but ain't no actual such thing.
They don't mean it.
Yeah, no,
they don't mean it.
We could say it.
One nation under God and God we trust. Nobody mean that shit when they say it, bro.
Yep.
But now rest in peace. That's just a cool thing to say to get engagement.
That's it. That's unfortunate. We always come back to attention. So that's exactly what that is. Everything that we just mapped out just now is all comes back to attention. So what kind of it doesn't matter what type of attention you receive, as long as you're receiving attention. If it's the most egregious thing in the world, where literally you are doing something to spite someone, that even if you claim to love that person, you're still doing it for love
it's fake.
It's not.
You can't quantify that shit.
Can't quantify it at all.
But the grass is greener for some reason with some empty partitioned love. Like that's all it is at the end of the day. Like it's just a wall. This virtual world. Did y'all fuck with The Office when it was on? Mm-hmm. Remember when Jim found out that Dwight had created a virtual character of himself, but the virtual character was exactly like his real character, and he was like, "Wait, you're the assistant in your virtual reality, my nigga. You didn't make yourself the boss." Yeah. Like that's what this shit is like, bro. Like niggas not even reaching for the ceiling on the character that they're creating. Like that's crazy.
That's wild.
Oh man, The Office.
That's wild.
What do we rank The Office TV shows?
That shit was hella funny.
It's up there.
I just finished that shit like earlier this year.
Like for the first time or just again?
First time.
It's
damn.
It's tough at 10.
So it held up for you. It was still okay.
It's tough at 10.
Did you watch it in real time? You watched it in real time, G?
Nah.
You watched it later?
Yeah, I got put on when I went to Riverside.
So, but it was still funny to you when you watched it then?
Yeah.
And sure. It was still funny.
That first
to you?
season is still funny as hell to me.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, the first few seasons.
So watching it in real time, and then I'm one of them weirdos that watches it at least once a year, every year since it's been out. Because I'll do this weird shit where I'll start to miss like the characters. So I gotta go watch this shit. Like, damn, I ain't seen my nigga Dwight in Yellow Logs.
I mean, they're standalone episodes, so you could definitely track back to anyone. Like when he stepped out of bed on that bacon maker, bro.
But wait, his explanation for having the George Foreman girl by the bed was the funniest shit because it made sense to him.
Oh, stop.
I don't have a butler, so I want to wake up to the smell of bacon. So I wake up and plug it in.
Yeah, no, that's just funny, man.
So you said Office top 15?
Top 15.
This nigga said top 15, bro. Who got a top 15? Gee, you
That's
don't have
crazy.
Top
you got?
Top 15 sounds crazy.
What, those shows?
Yeah, you got 15 shows.
I got shows.
No, I got shows, but who picks 15? I've never heard of a top 15. I heard a top 5.
Because I wasn't about to give it 10.
Top 10.
Nah, I wasn't about to give 5 either. I'm going safe as hell. So
top 20.
It could be 15 or 14 for all I care, but it ain't gonna be 10 or 5.
That's the mind of a psychopath, right?
It ain't gonna be 10 or 5.
If you would say top 12, he for sure would have been a psychopath. For real.
Okay, wait. You got to give me at least 5 of that 15, G. Office, what else?
Don't ask for his top 5.
Oh, you talk about just period? Oh,
yeah, no,
shit.
just name, because you don't have to do the whole 15 unless you know all of 15. But just name.
This Is Us, Breaking Bad.
Okay.
This Is
Sons
Us
of Anarchy.
already made it?
Bro, that's one of the rawest shows I've ever seen in my life.
It's only season 2, huh?
Season 3.
Damn, okay.
That's one of the rawest shows I've ever seen in my life. And the reason why This Is Us is...
Damn, hey, everybody keeps saying it. Now I got to watch it.
I'll
cry,
you
though.
the reason why.
Like, I will dead ass cry.
I mean, it'll break you down in certain parts of it because it's real life situations or whatever. But the reason why it's such a strong series is it goes through a timeline of different actions that create reactions in your life. So no matter what you do, you can't really run away from what your demons are or what has happened on whatever part of your timeline, regardless of what it is that you want to do with your life. Yeah. So even if you become stupid successful, the reason why people fuck up so much is because they can't outrun that. They have to deal with it at some point. And this show shows a timeline at different times while you're watching it. So you're not just watching them when they're kids, them when they're teenagers, and then them when they're adults in a season. No, you're talking about they're going through all of that on one episode, and then they go to the next episode and they're in all parts of their life. So that's the dope part about it.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm sold. So you got This Is Us, Breaking Bad,
Sons of Anarchy.
SOA. Okay.
SOA for sure.
In The Office. That's 4. Give me one more.
I'll go with Dexter.
I jumped off the Dexter wave at season 4. Or when did his rival come?
It might have been 5 actually, 5 or 6.
So I watched all the way through 5, their whole battle, and I was like, this is corny. I'm out.
It got a little weird towards the end.
It got hella weird. Poe,
but the last season got everything.
It was
back.
worth it. It was worth it.
Last season got everything back except for the last episode.
Go. What? Give me
Last
5.
episode was weak as fuck.
5 shows.
Lost.
Nah.
I like the Blacklist.
Blacklist.
Martin.
Okay. Going in the archives.
Mr. Robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't think of a fifth.
He said Lost.
I like Lost.
Did you? I jumped off the Lost wave too after season 2.
But
I
want to find whoever the writers were for
I
Lost.
had to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I got real
beef with the writers of Lost.
That's mine. I'm with you.
You don't like the end?
No, hell no. I never been so mad at a show.
But that's how Dexter was though. Like Dexter at the very last episode, this is what you led up to.
But I could tell they was gonna pull some bullshit. That's why I jumped off the deck.
But you got to see how raw the
last.
last season was though. The last season was so dope for them to end that way.
Yeah, I'm good because that shit's gonna have my blood pressure up. Bro, I was hot. I was so mad at Dexter.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask y'all a question about The Office. You know when Michael Scott leaves, right?
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about actors that leave the show? I mean, we always gonna want people that we love to have more opportunities, but how do you guys feel about him walking away from the show to focus on bigger roles?
He did.
I know.
Not bigger roles. So Steve Carell's shit is dope because he did all the goofy shit, did The Office, and then went back to do the indie films, do the more serious roles.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like some of
he
his
did some real
roles
acting,
post
yeah.
The Office, bro, are like phenomenal, and because he's a comedian, he doesn't get the recognition he should. Boy, he can act his ass off.
I forgot what movie was that he was in where it was like a dark romantic, like mixed in with comedy though. It was raw as fuck.
Not Little Miss Sunshine.
No. It was another one. Yeah, the one where he was losing his wife and kids and stuff like that. Yeah, that.
What is that?
That was a hell of a movie, bro.
Where he finds the girl that they travel across the world or whatever.
No, I'm talking about the one when like the babysitter was in love with them.
Damn, I don't think I've seen that shit.
They had to do this speech in front of it, bro. I forgot.
He can act his ass off.
He can act his ass off for sure.
Yeah.
He does serious roles?
He does hell like everything. Damn near everything he's done post The Office has been like a drama role, like in some form or fashion.
Yeah, nah.
He dropped something new. He's coming out with something new too.
Steve Carell is. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's something else coming out. You're right.
Lex, give me 5 shows real quick.
5 shows?
Yeah.
Martin. The Office. And I fuck with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
I need to watch Fresh Prince again because I remember loving it and I watched it when like in high school again. But
Yeah, I watched that in high school.
I'm gonna say one of you niggas gonna kill me for it.
uh-oh.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Nah, that shit's on Hulu and it holds up. It holds up. That shit's on Hulu and I've been watching it. I don't care what nobody say. Shout out Mark Curry.
And this last one's a new one, but I don't give a fuck. Ozark.
Nah, Ozark.
Yeah. Ozark
Is it 3 seasons or 2?
2.
After 2 seasons, I can officially say Ozark is a classic.
Yeah, Ozark
and not feel no way about it.
Ozark is top 15.
Ozark is special.
I thought that shit was about to end this last season.
Nah,
they threw a wrench.
They put the Kansas City Mob in there, bro. It's about to get real.
That's crazy.
That's another person that does a really good job at switching up his
Bateman.
Yeah, I
Jason
didn't
Bateman?
think he could.
Yeah.
Just with his humor.
Like
Did y'all watch
his
Arrested
dark humor
Development?
is raw.
Y'all didn't fuck with Arrested Development?
Nah,
I didn't really watch.
That was my shit.
You watched the one that before they came back.
Before
on
they came, yeah, before they came back. Yeah, that's my shit. We just ranted about TV shows. Frasier is top 5.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of conversations. What's y'all top 5?
I can't get
Frasier
into that shit.
Frasier's
man.
top 5, bro.
Hey, everybody leave in the comments what y'all top 5 is.
Yeah, please, drop in the comments. We'll start a war. But Seattle, like living in Seattle and watching Frasier had to be way different, bro. I was living in the rich watching Frasier, being like, I want to go to Seattle. Like,
what?
Bro, Frasier was really my show. It still is. I still watch Frasier to this day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not watching no Frasier.
Yeah, so
Like
niggas gonna judge
Seinfeld
me?
and shit like that?
No, you can watch it. I'm not gonna watch it.
No, I fucked with. You didn't fuck with Seinfeld?
No, it just looks stuffy, like the way it's recorded and the way
It is. The humor is hella dry. Like, there's no reason why I should have liked that shit as a kid. Like, Cause now it's funny to me because I'm older now, but I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about when I was a kid.
Yeah.
The shit you do as a kid. Shows the series Basketball Love Story. Have y'all been watching it?
Nah, what the fuck is that?
Man, ESPN is
come on a few times.
ESPN's doing this series Basketball Love
Saw
Story.
a piece of George Gervin's.
Dude, it just takes you on this incredible journey of like hoop history. And
Is that what Kobe did that he win his award for?
No, Kobe's award is for a cartoon or some shit like that.
But was it like the same type of thing, like a basketball love story or something?
Yeah,
Love
letter.
Okay, got it. I thought it was like an extension of that.
Yeah, this is
okay, separate. Okay,
this is I don't know. I'm a sucker for documentaries anyway. So, and is it better than 30 for 30? But that's the thing. It's clearly inspired by 30 for 30. So it's told in like a 30 for 30 format.
Okay.
And the people that they choose to interview and the candidness and sort of the reflection on time periods. And so like the first TV contract for the NBA was 400,000. Like to hear those numbers and to hear why they did the deals and the vision of it, like it does. When we talk about processes, right, and like starting the show our show, for example, like what we like to grow it to, but the tears in the process that takes and the work that takes outside of just recording the show, we don't realize that baseball, basketball, football, the networks, all them shits go through a process where, nigga, they getting shot in the shittiest of shittiest studio lots and have to work their way up through the cachet and do like building a following. You know what I'm saying? And so to see, because that's only one episode, but to see that episode told like that, where it's like, yo, David Stern, he sort of worked his way into the role of taking over the commissioner when it was time by doing all the legal shit. But he had all these ideas about how to make the brand global and how to enhance it.
Yeah.
But guess what his formula was? Put all the niggas up front.
ABA. I was just about to say the ABA. Go get the ABA.
Yeah,
but they'd already done the merger, but they hadn't done what they hadn't done is made their hadn't made it. They took advantage of what was already there. So one of the things that they did is that they did this sideline interview campaign because all the celebrities went to the game.
Yeah.
And was kicking it. Like the party was to go to a Knicks game, to go to a Lakers game, to be in the building and be in there kicking it. Right. So they started doing these guerrilla style marketing interviews and then just putting them out as commercials. It don't cost you nothing to shoot the shit.
Right.
You already got cameras there. The celebrity's already there. All you got to do is get written consent. Maybe throw them some tickets to come to the next game, and you got a commercial and you build this buzz guerrilla style. And so it's this real resourceful attention to detail and taking what's already there and giving it the look it deserves. So you already had stars. Now you just got to market those stars.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally they took the players that already were in the league and then just, because football, they got helmets on. Baseball players you don't really recognize anymore. You still recognize hoopers, but it's because of the initiative that they took to make sure that it's a star-driven league. People's attachments are to Steph Curry or to Bron or to KD. Like the kids love the shit, and the adults love them for that matter. But it's all intentional. I don't know. I just thought the entire that particular episode was dope because it just shows like, yo, they were at the risk of like having the league was at a crossroads where it may not be a league anymore at all, you know, because the funding was that they were having such a hard time securing the funding, you know, but people had visions and like saw it through. And I wanted to go from that to the Jada shit because the episode with Will, sort of the backstory the backstory that they do with Will is that Will comes back home from shooting movies and he gets to the house and they've converted it to a whole production studio. Like it's a mini Universal on their shit. Like they took the garage and made it the screening room. And so they got the whole staff in there watching the audio and the video from the garage. And then they took the pool room and made it the production. The living room is the production room, and they got the lights and shit, and you look like, whoa,
Right.
you know, and this is taking that live streaming shit, that Facebook streaming shit to a whole new level, nigga. With your production, you gotta step your shit up,
Right.
you know. But it's all a process. And it's what you put into it. I didn't tell you in the group chat because I wanted to tell you in person, nigga. Why did I call the callers, Queens Flip and Space Ghost? Why did I call in and got through?
For real?
I swear, I want to take the clip and like chop it out so people can see it because it's hella funny. Because I'm like nervous because I've called multiple times and never gotten through.
Yeah.
And then the phone started ringing. And I was like, I said, and then as soon as he answered the phone, yo. And I was like, yo, like immediately. And then he was like, so I was like, y'all, man, I'm just a fan, man. Y'all popping, man. Like, I fuck with y'all. He's like, respect. It's like, yo, I got a question, though. It's like, bro, who are you? What are you, 6? It's like, yo, I just want to know, yo, tell me about the business of podcasting. And Space got so annoyed by that question.
For real?
It's like, yo, ain't no business in podcasting. Just do it. It's lit right now. Everybody trying to do it. If you're trying to start one, just start one. And then, like, whoever got the most money win at the end of the day, because it's just capital. Like the shit we were talking about last week with the music shit. Your content could be dope, but if you don't have a budget for marketing, you're fucked. And it's the same with this shit. If you don't have a budget to make sure that it lands in the right space where it can gain viewership, you're fucked. Right. It's as simple as that. But now that people are having those conversations. It's nice. It's nice to know that people, again, the veil's being pulled off.
All right.
Like, because for so long, I know we all collectively in this room know a ton of people that had all the talent in the world, where we talking about hoop, entertainment, whatever we're talking about, to do anything that they wanted to do, but they sort of tap out and not realizing that it is a game of access. They're the talented ones, but shit, man, who's got the best trainer? Who's getting to work out with the gurus and get their shot right, get their left hand right, get stronger, get their bounce? Who's got access? Who's got the access to the capital to make sure that they're working with the best engineers, that they got the best equipment, that they got the best production team, and that eventually they can market the best? Who's got the best what?
Right.
I don't know, man. How the fuck did we get here? What were we talking about?
Raz B.
So back to you, G. You not fucking with Raz B at all?
Nah, I'm good.
You wouldn't. You saw that headline on your phone. You wouldn't read it. If I sent you that link, what would you say? You leave the group chat
For Raz B?
Raz B and the Eastside Boyz.
Oh, nah, I wouldn't. I would never clicked on it. I'd have been like, I'd have just been. I wouldn't have clicked on it. I wouldn't have brought anything up about it. I wouldn't have had anything for you, bro.
Isn't the group,
unless you send one of those, the group chat where it just says Instagram.com. And you gotta click on it, and then that's how I ended up in that situation.
But I thought the group chat was a place of like, oh, because we put it in the group chat, it's important, so I gotta check it out.
But not to put that in there. They ain't nothing.
No, I didn't. I did. I'm saying that. What if I?
You know why you didn't put it in the group chat?
Poe was about to be hot. He was like, wait.
Nigga, I didn't see that. I must have overlooked that naturally. Like, nigga.
Exactly. But that would have got no comment.
Oh, my God.
It's only 3 of us in there. They got no comment.
I would have showed that Raz B.
Oh, no, we can't skip over the Will and Jada shit.
No. Oh, that's what you talk about, production.
Yeah, I was production, but I wanted to
talk about the love story, the basketball love story, but we kind of went down that.
Yeah, we went to production, but I wanted to talk about that episode. Did y'all watch part 1?
Oh, yeah,
yes,
for sure.
sir. Part 2 not out, right?
Tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
How we feel, fellas?
I mean, they didn't really say too much. It just gave a lot of insight on how they met and their dynamic and shit. They're not as perfect as we thought they were.
No, but
I got a lot from it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I got a lot from it in that, and it's in that regard where everything is so curated. We got filters. We got all the shit. And people are the Kevin. Was that you that reposted the Kevin Gates shit?
Yeah,
where it's like the relationship goal shit. Yeah. It's that where everybody got issues. They're just not living their shit out in the public like that. And so while everybody's speculating about them being swingers, all the shit, they letting people get their shit off. But at home they taking care of their family first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I hope I hope for the sake of just like growth and evolution that people were listening to that part where two extremely successful people with two great children that still have problems like everybody else. It's like, yo, we just didn't work our shit out in the public eye. Setting. Go ahead, G. My bad.
No, you got it. There was what you can see where was shining the most out of that whole interview is that there's a lot of communication in the house. And it was a feeling that was like, damn, man. You know how much more healthy relationships would be if people just had those conversations, like the hard ones though, because you gotta think about. I mean, theirs is highlighted because they're celebrities, but like just in normal households or whatever, that's the part that's lost a lot is that people feel like they're way too busy to talk about actual stuff. Yeah, we could talk about everything else. You know, we could talk all day about other people's lives without ever communicating about ours, but allowing everybody else to have conversations about ours. And then that's the conversations that we end up having. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's, that there's nothing healthy about that. A lot like what Poe posted that Kevin Gates said. I mean, there's nothing healthy whatsoever in those situations.
About bringing millions of people into your shit. Like that.
Bringing millions of people into that shit when you ain't even had a conversation about it. Like you ain't talked about it whatsoever. You kept all this in. You kept all this in, or you just blew up about the situation and walked away, and then went to somebody else to confide in. Right. And now you have outside people that know more about it than the people that are in it. Yep. And then it gets so far removed from the initial issue that we can't really come back. Exactly. That's now we have a red stripe through our communication. Right. That could have been easily fixed if we just sat down and got to it, got to the basis, got to the brunt of it. So much more healthier.
Well, I got a. This is off subject, but just on some male shit. And I know this because I've had conversations with you guys off the show, but the relationships that you've been in where you've been absolutely honest, and when I say honest for men, I mean some of the, because our shit can seem to cut pretty deep when we just keep it a buck. Mm-hmm. So it takes a special type of person to deal with that. Mm-hmm. But haven't you noticed that those relationships are the healthiest? Right. Especially when it comes to that being a woman where you're just like, you're not filtering anything. This is what it is. And then your rapport is so much better because she's getting a level of you that are just a level of a person that she's never had before. In terms of someone being that honest with her. But it always is really telling when, because it isn't just women, but people go, man, just tell me the truth, just tell me the truth, just tell me the truth. All right. And you're like, you that's what you want? All right, bet. Here, that's what it is. And then it's like taking the gloves off, not filtering anything to spare your feelings. Here we go. Right. And it's like, wait, why are you talking to me like that? No, my nigga, this is what it is. This is where you want it to go. This is where we're at now. Let's rock. You're not built for this. This is what I'm saving you because you're not built for this type of time. Right. But what L is saying in the space of communication, and what I watched on that show, is maybe the hitting Jada on the head with the newspaper thing.
It was a communication. Yeah.
It was just to protect the boundaries in the communication and knowing your limitations and what you're not going to accept. You know what I'm saying? Like what isn't going to fly. All right. In our union. You're not going to talk to me crazy because I don't want to talk to you crazy. And you talking to me crazy is going to send me to a level of a place that you're not going to like. I can promise you that. All right. And it's just an awareness level and trying to do better too. Right. Like, yo, I don't want to ever go there. Not with the woman, but not with anyone. And you talking to me crazy is going to send me there. but because we had a conversation about a hard conversation at that, where you tell someone the truth in the space of correcting their behavior, my nigga, that shit's so important because in the relationships, what happens a lot of time, you let certain shit fly for not wanting to have the hard conversation. And then when that thing continues to happen, you only want to stay frustrated because you didn't correct the behavior. You didn't hold them accountable to go, hey, this isn't going to be acceptable in this space. Either correct it or we can't rock.
Right.
I don't know. That was one of the things that stood out.
That was on the head because,
Yeah.
I mean, the issue is that everybody wants to jump on the train of relationship goals without doing
the work.
That gets to it. And it's a lot of dirty work that gets into what
it's
you
all
really
dirty
want,
work.
what you really
It's
get
all
behind
dirty
on
work.
on what the relationship goals is.
Yeah.
And what was very telling, and it wasn't even from that episode as far as their relationship goes, was from a Will post that he did a few months ago or whatever, where he was talking about the basis of happiness, and when with them two coming together and having a conversation about being happy, and that it had nothing to do with the other person. So it was no way that the problem that they were coming up to was that they would have all of these issues that would come to the table, but there's no way for the other person to fix those issues.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking that you got to keep going to this person, and either it's talking down to them or saying something, raise your voice at them, or just coming to them with whatever your interior problems are, and expecting another person to fix it without doing the work or taking that with yourself and doing and fixing and figuring it out on your end, and then bringing to your table two happy people.
Yeah.
Because you stepped away from the situation and you went and made yourself happy.
Yep.
And what was telling from that, not just that part, because that is telling, but also that they were able to stay together with knowing that. Because a lot of times people think that stepping away from a situation and making yourself happy means that y'all need to step away from each other and no longer be.
Yeah.
That's not really what it is.
Go fix you, my nigga, then come back and talk to me.
You know what I mean? And that could,
but come back. Hey, come back.
I mean, if it's worth it, you know what I mean? Not everybody's worth it, but
Yeah.
if it's worth it, then yeah.
Yeah.
We're quick to jump out.
Yeah. But and that's the part though. Relationship goals. And every couple that people are putting relationship goals about has revealed some adversity in their shit where they had to work through it, kill their ego, go work on them, come back whole after doing some really hard work. Because that's what Jada was talking about. It's like, yo, I got to go do some healing. Hove was like, yo, I had to go fix some shit. Like some real shit though. Mm-hmm. Like that Big Willie shit was cool, but that's not really conducive to the life I've wanted to live since losing my father and losing that American dream of a family. Like, and a lot of people want that, but that there's work that has to be done to achieve that. There's a lot of self-work. You don't get to blame nobody. You don't get to displace none of the blame, fam. You got to eat all that because that's you, but that people want the end result without the work. So I'm always perplexed, Poe, when you see, because it's to be honest, it's a lot of chicks that do the relationship goals, but it's chicks that I know that would never do that amount of work.
Oh, for sure.
Do that amount of work, take that amount of responsibility,
sounds great.
And that amount of ownership for their shit. Right. But they're the main ones going relationship goals.
For sure. That's all day.
It just takes a lot of like self-reflection for you to understand those type of things about yourself, though. It's just like, I don't know, a lot. It's just crazy being out here and just seeing a lot of people that don't even take the time to get to know themselves,
Mm-hmm.
And like the bottom line that a lot of this shit is just fear. Like people are afraid to face themselves and shit like that. So, I mean, shit. Like y'all saying, like it's nice to say relationship goals or post up like you in the most perfect relationship, but when it come down to it, either y'all not communicating or y'all not being real with one another. Somebody's lacking or y'all both lacking. So, and that's what it's like with a lot of relationships. So,
man,
oh shit.
I'm looking forward to part 2. I think it's gonna get. I think because part 1 was there was a lot, but I think part 2 is gonna be because a lot of the I don't know if y'all have watched all of them. A lot of them, bro, I've left emotionally.
They about to dig in. Part 2.
Yeah,
that was just a build up. That was probably like the icebreaker for Will, at least, because the way Will's personality is that he's like the life of the party. Very like his personality fits in really well with being a movie star.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it. Will is a mega star. Right? So like his family grounds the mess out of him.
Yeah,
because
they have to.
Like if you look at anytime Willow and Jada and her mom or whatever, they're talking at the table. They're getting to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Will's making the jokes and trying to
completely trying to dance around and shit. Change the subject. Nah, nigga, we here to do work.
Yeah, this when they say lights, camera, action, Will is in that mode. You know what I mean?
It's all he knows. It's all he's known for the last 30 years now. Is that what we working on with Will?
The heights that he was in, though.
Yeah, parents just don't understand. It's 86, 87.
Oh, that's true.
We 30 plus now.
Yeah, no, he's been a center of attention for a long time.
Yeah, man. We talking a different type of mega stardom for him where that's everything.
Well, I feel like they held him. I feel like he wasn't too much trying to be the center of attention.
No, but he clearly had his moments where it's like fam, because
at first
in the beginning he's like, you ain't gonna break me. And he's making light of it, but he meant that shit though. Yeah. He's like, nah, you ain't gonna get me like you got everybody else. And Jada's like, just watch, nigga, I got you.
Nah, he's talking about like, no, we can have these conversations behind closed doors, but it's like on camera. Yeah. I gotta be a different type of image or whatever. But but the funniest part about that whole thing was Willow at the age of 9 touching my man's face and tell him my man's, oh, isn't this sad? Yeah. It's like, what's sad? That daddy has this whole image of a perfect family, right, and it's not us, bro. You know how deep of something to say to somebody at the age of 9. Your daughter saying something
you did it. You did it. Like see, I always wonder how parents measure success. I had that conversation with my mom the other day.
Yeah.
And she was essentially saying, she's like, yo, what a gift to be going through something right now at my age to be able to hit my son and just build. It's like, damn, is that how you measure success as a parent? Like, where the things that you've provided for your kids allows them to advance in a way. So like, that's just emotional intelligence on that level. But I only have that because of what my mom provided. Like that's a byproduct of the job she did as a parent, right? But it allows me to advance in a way that she may not have. But that's the whole point of sort of trailblazing for the next to come through. So
for sure.
What Will, damn, that's gotta hurt, but it's like, damn, I'm doing good as a parent if my daughter is that aware and that alert. And I'm gonna go off real quick, but I'm gonna come right back. Rappers and athletes and shit, the older guys do this weird thing where what they've created has allowed things to advance, but then they get mad for the advancement. It's just like, that's a measure of success of what you did, dummy. What are you so mad at?
Right.
Like, and I never understand that shit. Oh man, nigga, we can only do it because you set it up that way. Like, the work that you did allowed for me to come through and get 30% more of what you could have gotten 30 years ago. Like, that's just how the market should go if you did your job
correctly. Yeah.
I was thinking about that shit the other day too.
No, that's real. That's a different group though, man. That's a fraternity, bro. They're only gonna think in terms of childlike,
bruh,
mindsets, and thought processes, bro.
Brian got the community award the other night, and watching Charles and them hate like that it made me uncomfortable. Shaq was like, he only been there a week and they're giving him an award. It's like, dog, you can't hate like that on TV like that. You shouldn't even feel comfortable. And then Kenny goes, Like, yeah, man, he opened a school and all this shit. And he's like, but that was in Ohio. They should have gave it to him in Ohio. This L.A. And it's like, wait, what? And then it's like, well, yeah, because Jalen and David Robinson them opening a school.
Oh yeah,
Nigga, we know that they opened the school, but this is, you do realize that this is LeBron. Jalen Rose is Jalen Rose. David Robinson was David Robinson. Neither one of them niggas is out here like that.
All right.
So of course it's not gonna ring off the. I've just never seen the most egregious hate. Like, that shit's crazy.
Just to be an old fart, bro.
And then they'll never acknowledge that it's hating. They'll be like, oh, you can't have an opinion these days. Keep your hating ass opinion to yourself, because that's what it is. Real quick before we get out, did everybody know that niggas didn't fuck with CP3, or was I the only one that didn't know that?
I just found out.
You knew that, G?
For sure. Niggas hate CP3.
How did you know that?
Bro, nigga, have you ever seen CP3 play basketball?
Yes, I love his style of playing. Like, that's the type of nigga I want to play with.
If you on his team.
But they
True.
say teammates don't.
Yeah,
like
teammates don't fuck with him. Like he really had beef with niggas. Like DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin didn't like playing with him.
Well, it's the type of mindset. It's the type of mindset he brings to the table, though. Like, CP3 is one of those people that is all about perfection.
Yeah.
In a situation where, you know, cats are who they are. Like, they have the talent that they have, and you're not about to always be talking to me like you my daddy, bro.
So it's the same sentiment.
My nigga, we damn near the same age. You can't talk to me like my daddy.
The same sentiments as like Kobe. Like, niggas don't like playing with him,
But the results, my nigga, you winning. Like, what's the beef? Like, it's so is it the same thing that's happening with Cat and Jimmy Butler right now?
Yeah.
Is that so? Okay? Because like, I dead ass got sad watching Cat play the other day, because he looks like he just like fuck all it is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, like, y'all let this nigga come.
Cat don't give a shit about his stats right now, bro. I'm not, bro. Until he's gone,
I'm not doing
y'all not gonna
shit.
see
I'm not
nothing
doing
that I'm capable of doing.
Bro, that was like, he looked like a zombie out there, yo.
But that was his ultimatum before he signed his contract, though. Like, before,
Jimmy had to be gone.
Like, before he was gonna sign his contract, Jimmy would have to be up out of there. And when Jimmy said that he wanted to go, that's when Cat signed his contract. But so the fact that Jimmy is still there is eating that Cat right now.
Cat, so that, see, but that's an element that the writers aren't talking about.
Right.
Like, they trying to make it seem like Cat got his soul taken. Nah, Cat is proving a point. Like, Cat is protesting right now.
For sure. All the way.
Like, nah, fam, I'm not going. Like, we had a deal. Y'all not honoring it. Fam is still here.
Well, because it was a difference in opinions where you have ownership that's saying one thing, but the coach is dead smack on having Jimmy Butler.
The coach who happens to be the GM too. They got to stop doing that bullshit. If that ain't a conflict of interest.
I was about to say, you can do that.
Yeah, man.
They just started doing it.
Doc right now.
Yeah, the president.
Thibodeau is, and I feel like it's isn't Pop the Pop is
it was Van Gundy.
Van Gundy at the Pistons in Detroit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. They got to stop doing that shit.
Yeah, I think that's a conflict. That's definitely a conflict of interest.
I mean, it's also just it's too many hats for you to wear when you're trying to do one thing, and like it's just too much that you're trying to do. Like I get you're trying to get control, but you gotta understand, it's a lot of work you got to put in. That's around the clock work. So you gotta build your roster, and you gotta get everybody to you gotta get all these different pieces to play according to the style that you want to insert. That means you better be a hellified teacher on your coaching staff. Right. Like your staff better really be an extension of yourself, where that just works. Kind of like how the Steve Kerr thing is. Like the rest of your staff better operate with my vision in mind. Right. That's gonna be the case.
Whose side are y'all on in the Eric Reed, Malcolm Jenkins shit?
What happened? I've seen.
So
that,
the players coalition when Cap was protesting, so they started that to sort of facilitate negotiations on the player side versus the owners and like come to an agreement, right? And that shit all got sparked because of that. And so Eric Reed was like, yo, Cap should be the head of it. And everybody else was like, but Cap ain't in the league. So let's make Malcolm and Anquan the heads of it. And it's like, I think Malcolm Jenkins ended up becoming the head of it. And from all reports, especially mostly from Eric Reed's side, because I just followed him more because he was in San Francisco. Eric Reed was saying that he felt like that when they made their demands, their number one demand should have been Cap gets a job, first, before we do anything else, he should have a job. And the guys are like, come on, fam. And you can see that. Like, all right, let's not make the calls about him. If they're willing to get the bread, all right, bet. So they got the bread. Some of their foundations got funded, Malcolm Jenkins being one of them. Mm-hmm. And Eric Reed's whole point is like, yo, he got leverage, he got visibility, and he didn't really give a fuck about the overall movement. Mm-hmm. And so that's where the beef stemmed from. So Eric Reed left the coalition. He's like, yo, I'm not fucking with y'all.
Yeah, he's saying that he hijacked the whole thing.
Said he hijacked it and shit. So when they played each other last week, Malcolm Jenkins is a captain. Eric Reed isn't a captain. Eric Reed was on the field at the coin toss like, nigga, what's up? Talking shit. Like, that's how mad he is. So it's this play where he goes after Carson Wentz, and then Zach Ertz tries to run up and he hit that nigga with a real life wrestling move. Mm-hmm. And then post game, Eric Reed is talking. He's like, yo, he's a sellout. Mm. And, you know, I've seen all the reports and everybody's like, yo, that's black problems. We don't talk about that shit. You don't call no black man no sellout, all the shit. But how mad Eric Reed is and what the actual cause was he's standing up for, my nigga, call a spade a spade. That's what it looks like. All right. That's what it looks and sounds like. It's not fair to Malcolm Jenkins because we ain't heard his side. But I don't know, man. We've seen that movie before. Nigga gets what he wants and kind of goes for fuck the movement. All right. The NFL threw him that bag, and it's like, yo, it's not always, you can't take the first bag, not in protests and negotiations. Mm-hmm. And they took the first bag, like, yo, our foundation's gonna be funded, and it just kind of went away. And then there's no more leverage because you took the bag. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think that's what Eric Reed is trying to say. But no one's backing him because he used the term sellout. And it's like, that don't negate the fact that fam has a point. You know, I watched Stephen A. and all these other black analysts go in on Eric Reed and tell him he's doing too much and all this shit. That shit made me feel some type of way.
Yeah, Stephen A. is not the voice of anybody trying to talk about sellout stuff. Like that really eats at his soul saying anything about sellout stuff because he knows who he is. Like deep down, he knows what he's done in the past to get to his point.
I feel bad because I want to fuck with Stephen A.
Yeah, those days are over with. But as far as like the Eric Reed and the Jenkins thing is, I would say it's like a difference in approaches to the whole thing. So you have a more militant approach, which tends to begate more fear from the side that naturally becomes fearful of those type of things. So it gives you a reason to either become tone deaf to it or just throw out the whole idea of it in the first place and say, oh, look, this is what we expected from this situation anyway. And then we have a more toned down version of this that took it over and you can say got a deal done. It might not have been the best deal, but it moves within the construct of how the NFL wants to move. The NFL has always tried to move like a plantation, bro. Yeah, and they like the idea of people being quiet. Like I put on the docket for last week. We just kind of we got busy with a lot of topics, but with the idea of the ownership coming out and saying that leaders should be more like Barkley, the running back for
Saquon versus Odell,
and Odell being the more
loud,
and that's just the personality that they care about.
Yeah,
and it's unfortunate, but we're dealing with a $9 billion industry.
Yeah. Nah, man,
they did hijack it though. They did hijack that movement.
100% hijacked it, and it's like how are y'all gonna sit up here and say that's not what happened?
But the cold part was he got the backing came from the players.
The players had to match what the owners did. That was the weird. That was for the money, but then the backing also came.
Yeah, like as far as the support was overwhelmingly on the side of Jenkins.
But that was a point where Eric Reed was saying it's like, yo, a lot of these cats bailed on what the overall process was.
So it's not just Jenkins.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot of them. Yeah, it's a lot of them. So I think Eric Reed's frustration is with a lot of the other players too, because he felt like a lot of them, if they would have collectively come together, could have got some shit done, and everybody was too shook. And I feel like that's an actual representation of the black community overall. Like, motherfuckers don't want to let go of their status and their situation to benefit those that may be less fortunate. Like, that's a true depiction of how divided black people are.
Yeah.
Bro, we didn't get no jokes off or nothing today. This is serious. Why y'all niggas serious now, man?
That's some topics, bro. We gotta lighten up the topics.
End on a serious note.
We gotta have Poe to the docket, man.
Yeah, Poe. Yeah, because I'll be coming with bullshit.
Shit, don't do that.
Don't do that.
It's gonna be a short list.
Poe, what you want to talk about, man?
Shit, nothing. I thought I wanted to talk about some. But
what was it?
Nah, it was something about the. I think I saw it on there.
What was it? No. It was just it's just about I just wanted to get y'all.
My bad, I missed it.
Nah, y'all point of view.
Oh,
on
yeah,
the love aspect, but we'll get to that.
No. We got to talk about that. We got it because I just forgot. I want to talk about that though because I wanted to know. I needed clarity, and I didn't ask for clarity in a group chat because I wanted you to explain it further.
I just wanted to ask y'all. What are both of your definitions of love? Like real love between you and a woman. And I just wanted the conversation to either flow from there or
You got something?
Yeah.
What you? Yeah, nigga. What?
Yeah. I know exactly what love is.
Yeah. What, G? What are you?
I mean, maybe I ain't setting it up in the right way, but it's just like I feel like there's listeners out there that would like to know, like, what's a man's perception on love? Because if a nigga cheat on me, then that mean he don't love me, or
I see where you're going.
Or
I see where you're going.
I'm just saying, what can we clarify for people out there to let them know what real love is? Because I can love you to the death, but I can still have dealings with another female.
I think because I'm with you. I'm of that school of thought, but I think the thing that you gotta be mindful of, or I think at least you should be mindful of when articulating that, is that not everyone is the same.
Right.
And so what I think what a lot of women are reacting to is not the upfrontness about that particular conversation. Like, that's a dialogue that should be started early in the process and not be sprung on her from finding out information.
Right.
Like all that shit starts with truth.
Right.
Which is what I correlate love with. When I've been my most in love is when I didn't have any secrets with that person.
Right.
And I mean shit that I keep from family members that for some reason I felt comfortable telling this person because I wanted the union to be so strong. I didn't want them out here looking crazy and finding out information from anyone else.
Right.
And it's not even about the act of me telling information. It's about the fucking fact that I felt comfortable enough to be that open and transparent with somebody. Like, I don't know. For some reason, that's my direct correlation with love. And I know it may be more complex than that, but that's how I've processed it in my being. Right. It's like, yo, I know I'm in love where I don't want to hide anything from that person. Right.
So basically, it's just being fearless. Because niggas only lie because they're afraid. Of losing something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think love is very loosely veiled too. Like, I think we got to stop masking a lot of things as love.
True.
Because it's a lot of stuff that goes out there right now where, in order to get the draws, there's love involved.
Tell me you love me. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
okay, I can do that.
It's a weird thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not for everyone in every situation. Like, it's love. I believe it's love for everyone.
Right.
I think there's somebody particular for you.
But what we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, truth be told, I think love comes down to knowing how far consequences are towards your, on the other side of your benefits. So if you see with that person something that you're going to do or you plan to do that will have a effect on that person that could potentially make sure that there's no comeback for this. If you make that, if you think about that and you still do it, then therefore you're not actually in love, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can mask it as that, but you're not actually there.
Right.
And I think that's what happens a lot is that people have love for someone, but they're not in love with that person. Completely two different things.
Right. Man, I think we about to end a lot of relationships.
Nah.
Folks gonna still be out here.
Niggas still like, cause again, people are together out of fear, Poe.
That's true too.
Like a lot of.
And it's cuffing season.
It's cuffing season.
They ain't going nowhere.
It's cuffing season, and that internal clock is ticking on a lot of chicks right now. Like that's the part niggas.
That's
mindful
another
of.
thing too.
Like that
clock.
That internal clock is clicking on a lot of chicks right now. So chicks is out here having babies just because they feel like it's time to.
Right.
That's
just
real.
because I've been wanting one my whole
Just
life.
because I want one. Like, bro, this ain't
and also people around me are having them.
Yep.
And also my parents are hounding me now.
Yeah.
Like parents go from a point where they
better not have no kids.
You better not be having sex.
Right.
Nigga, to the point where nigga I ain't got no grandbabies. Right. So something clicks in the parents' head, nigga, where it's like, nigga, I need to have something around here.
Bro, you know shit well when your dad starts saying that. I looked at
that's
that
what I
nigga
mean.
like, bro, are you
My pop
crazy?
said some shit too.
That's what I mean.
Who are you
My
right
pops
now,
too.
nigga?
Like, so you think you're gonna give me a grandchild, man? No, I ain't getting no younger.
Hey, fam.
I ain't trying to be no old grandpa.
Hey, me and E-Baby almost had a full-blown fight because I was like, I didn't know who that was talking to me about a grandkid. It's like, bro, you don't even talk like that. Who are you?
Yeah.
He was serious, too.
Just cause I want one, I want you to get one.
Nigga, that's in style?
Nigga, like it's a stork. Nigga, like, hey, nigga, you get one, nigga.
I guess a pair of shoes. That, hey, you know the new babies just came out. Nigga, no, Dad, no, not here. Won't be me. Pop's wildin'. Yeah, I ain't got it.
Yeah, nah, that's a good ass topic. That's something that
we do need a woman guest on because that would be a conversation I'd be willing to have
for sure.
Because in my mind, a lot of people who are doing things and are together and have unions like that are rooted in fear, and so I can't subscribe to it. So I sound anti-love, and it's not anti-love. I'm just anti-doing shit that's just not real.
Right.
You know, and in regard to how you explain it and how you explain it mixed with my own definition. I see Lex and his lady, like that looks like that's what love looks like to me.
Right.
Like, nah, that's my nigga. Like they go do shit together. I'm like, wait, y'all did that together? You're like, yeah, that's my nigga.
Right.
Like, oh, that's what it's supposed to look like. I get it. You know, whereas I'm looking at a lot of people, they don't like to spend time around their significant other. Like shit is partitioned. They still out here lying. Like, fam, if you gotta lie,
might as well not even do it.
come on, man.
Yeah, we gotta have a love and fear podcast.
Love and fear.
We
need to make that. We need to make that co-ed. Love and fear joint. We need to have some guests. That should be a party.
I want that because you should never be coexisting, bro.
Huh?
They can't.
Huh?
They cannot coexist.
We just out here to coexist,
Bruh.
somehow, some way.
There's people out here that's on that type of time though.
My nigga, do you know we're already coexisting? Like, nigga, we're both breathing.
Yep.
There's no work that goes into that. We're just out here, nigga. We could coexist.
Man. See, we always end up on some sad shit. We should have ended on the jokes.
Sad, man.
We didn't end up. No, the fact
Bro,
that people
dark
out
humor.
here,
It's dark humor. It's exactly what it is.
the
bro.
fact
It's
that
funny.
people out here settling, my nigga.
Oh yeah,
that's sad.
That's sad. That's what I'm referring to.
Me and this nigga was talking about that too
What's up?
What you
last
have?
week. He was at the wash house.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, me and Poe realized that
Y'all gotta do
it's a crazy ass
y'all gotta
thoughts
do
and
a
conversation
Wash
that come from the wash
A
house.
Wash House podcast. Y'all got to do a Wash House podcast. That shit would be
I'm down for a wash house podcast.
But yeah, people out here settling. That's
Are we?
people getting nah. I ain't going.
And so let me clarify because I hate being the judgmental nigga. Like I got my shit together. I don't have everything figured out.
No, not even saying that at all.
But something seems so counterproductive about just going. I'll take it. What? That's how you make that decision. I'll take it. No,
it's not really what I wanted, but
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Bro, that's how I feel about whenever you go into like the reason why I don't shop in stores Like that's how I feel like when you walk through the door, everybody's telling you, nigga, all the shit that looks good for you.
Yeah.
My nigga, I walked in here for something. I know what looks good for me.
Right.
Like this happened to me one time. I went to this one store and I grabbed a few things, whatever, and I went to the dressing room. Nigga, it didn't take from the time I picked up what I was grabbing, I was probably in the store for 5 minutes doing that. 4 different workers came to me about what it is that would add on to this that look good. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'll come and get you if I want you. I go to the dressing room. Nigga, it didn't take 2 minutes I was in there when the lady came over there with a handful of stuff and just put it over the door. Yeah. Like, oh, this stuff that might work out for you too. That's how I feel like this topic is.
Oh, you might like these.
Bro, you might like this.
Just
you know, if you just stick around, try this out.
Just try that on for a little while. See how it make you feel.
Bro, you don't know shit about me. You try over here try to tell me what's good for me.
Yeah, man. Well, Lex, you got anything?
Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, what you working on? Same. Nigga, what? Nigga, what you got coming? Let the people know. They fuck with you. You had us lit last week.
Got a camera for hire.
You got us
we
lit.
We definitely appreciate your addition.
Man, niggas,
You the real MVP,
we real like solidified now. Niggas didn't believe we had a podcast until they saw it. Like,
yeah, they thought we just took a picture together.
just to have some artwork.
in the meantime,
because niggas are doing that. By the way,
meantime,
niggas
bro,
will make a whole.
We'll
cover.
figure out everything else later, bro.
And don't have no song, don't have no show, but they made a cover. Oh, coming soon, and that shit don't ever come out. That's crazy. Poe, niggas thought we was faking.
I believe it.
TBD.
I synced it.
Listen, by the way, we let L sneak in and get the draws and didn't stop him. By the way,
You know why? Because we was talking about Martin. And that episode, I bet was in court. He was like, got the draws.
What does GTD stand for, Tommy?
Yeah.
But wait, Martin's so sick, he would make his man explain that in front of a room full of white people, though. At court.
Paul Dean.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He got the draws.
R.I.P. Tommy, man.
For sure, man. Funny as hell.
Damn.
See, you always in and
Let's see, it is me. It is me.
Goddamn, just in the podcast.
Bro, every time we make a joke, here come money.
Here come no, my bad, y'all. That was me.
With a dose of reality. Thank you, buddy.
Man. Nah, thank y'all again, man. It's Meet the Brave. I am your host, Monty Draper.
Oh, I'm Poe.
Eyes LG.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week, man.
Love.